What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, which it says about 65% of you watching are, well then please be sure to subscribe to my channel. We talk about stocks and investments and other information. Today we're going to go over Cathie Wood and ARK Invest, what ARK Invest purchased on March 22nd, 2021. We're going to go over everything they bought, everything they sold, and we're going to go over two surprising stocks that they added a lot of money to, tens of millions of dollars of. One is a SPAC that we haven't gone over very many times on my channel, and the other one is another genomics company. So let's start off by going over some of their buys and sells, the big purchases. In their ARKK ETF, Cathie Wood bought Tesla. They bought $14.3 million of Tesla. This is a stock that they're always buying. They're always buying Tesla. Anytime there's a dip, even if it's going up, they're always simply adding Tesla. Recently, Cathie Woods came out and gave Tesla a $3,000 price target, which would imply close to a $4 trillion valuation. Next up is Teladoc. Teladoc is a telehealth, telemedicine company where Cathie Wood is consistently adding this stock. Currently, they added $8.4 million the other day. They've been adding millions of dollars every single day. Last week alone, they added $53 million. The week before that, $156 million. So this is a stock they're consistently adding. They own over $2 billion of this stock. They own $1.48 billion in ARKK, $300 million in ARKW, $700 million in ARKG. This is a stock that they are heavily invested in. Next up is Square, another $8 million of Square, $7.7 million of Roku. These are all stocks that we consistently see them add. No surprises here. Same with Zillow Group, stock ticker symbol Z. They added $4.8 million of that. So these are stocks they consistently adding. Shopify, Spotify, Zoom, Twilio. These are all stocks we've gone over before. They're adding millions and millions more dollars of that just on March 22nd. In their ARKQ ETF, they added one stock in particular that they own a lot of, but it isn't a pretty well-known name, and that is Unity Software. Currently, they own $511 million of Unity Software in ARKK. They own another $200 million across their other ETFs. So they have close to $750 million invested in this company across all of their ETFs. Moving on, they also purchased DDD, which is a 3D printing company, 3D Systems Corp. They added a couple $1 million of that. And then one stock in particular that we're going to go over is AONE, which is a SPAC that they currently own $21 million of. They've been adding consistently, basically every single day. They're adding either tens of thousands of dollars or hundreds of thousands of dollars. So what AONE is it's a SPAC that's set to merge with a 3D printing company called Markforged. We've gone over this company once before on my channel, I believe, but what Markforged is they make 3D printers, industrial grade composite materials, and machine learning software for industrial, aerospace, defense, healthcare, medical, automotive, and space exploration applications. So they're a 3D printing company that is heavily integrated into some of the major areas of growth that we're going to see over the next 5 to 10 years. This company isn't new though. They are just going public, but they're an 8-year-old company, and their systems can replace the manufacturing of traditional plastic, steel, and aluminum parts, and it's much easier to use their systems to 3D print all of these products, whether it's plastic, steel, aluminum. It's much easier with using Markforged proprietary carbon fiber composite to actually print these materials out. Recently, the CEO and president of Markforged, Shai Terem, he says that they've been at the forefront of the additive manufacturing industry. Now is the time that we're starting to see massive growth. We're seeing this industry start to take off. And this transaction, them going public, is going to enable them to use a lot of those funds to grow their business, add a lot more flexibility so they could take some risks in growth and development moving forward. And they believe that by over the next couple of years, it's going to grow from an $18 billion industry, the 3D printing space, to over $115 billion industry by 2029. And I think they're at the forefront of this. So this is a company where Currently, the stock price is sitting right around $12.37 per share. At one point, we saw it touch just about $15 a share on February 25th. But this is a stock that ARK Invest continues to add, and we don't see them adding SPACs very often. We see them adding a couple of air taxi companies like Blade or a couple of other ones. They've been adding those, but like Archer Aviation, but we don't see them adding too much of SPACs. Moving back to stocks that they bought, a couple more that I want to go over, and we'll go over one more stock. In their ARKG, they added IONS, $3.2 million of that. Again, Teladoc, Exact Sciences, CDXS. They also added FATE, about $1 million of that, and a couple of other genomics companies. One stock in particular that they have been adding a lot of recently is stock ticker symbol TXG, which is 10x Genomics. Currently, the stock is sitting right around $180 per share, and this is an American biotech company that essentially designs, manufactures gene sequencing technology, and they are integrated pretty heavily into the academic world, into research firms all across the world. So currently, 10x Genomics is a medical hardware, software, and chemistry development and manufacturing company selling products for medical research and developing new products through research and development and acquisitions. This company is about 8 or 9 years old, and they develop and sell two specific hardware/software systems, and they actually sell the consumable items that are needed to operate these systems. So they sell the machines, they sell the software, and they also sell what is needed to keep the machines running. According to their website, 97 of the top 100 global research institutions and 19 out of the top 20 global pharmaceutical companies have adopted their products. They use them, and as of right now, there's over 2,000 studies and articles that have been published using 10x Genomics, their technology, their systems, which is really great. As you're seeing more and more studies use their systems, it's going to make more people, more researchers, more scientists use their systems as well, whether it's to test the results, whether it's to develop new results. They're going to be using the same software that other researchers are using to look into their whatever they're doing right then. In addition to this, right now, most of their sales are made up of hardware and software, selling the actual machines. But over the next couple of years, they're predicting that their consumable business, the business that actually sells the products that are needed to run and operate these machines, that's going to be the major source of revenue for years to come. Right now, that they predict that each machine they sell is going to generate about $150,000 per system over, year over year. They think that's going to be a sustainable business model for them. And the good part about that is it's 84% of the revenue that they're going to generate is going to be from that. That's going to be a higher margin business. It's going to be something that is very sustainable, because once they sell these systems, all of the researchers, all of the institutions, everyone who's using it needs to get these. They need to have the materials to run the machines, and without buying them from 10x Genomics, they're not going to be able to use them. So that's a sustainable business model moving forward. You guys like when we look at tip ranks, and right now on tip ranks for this stock, they are predicting about a 203, I think, price target for this company, $204 price target. That's the average analyst price target. The low is $175, the high is $240. Currently, the stock is sitting right around that $180 range. So according to analysts, there isn't a lot of downside, but there are a couple of things you need to keep in mind, some big risks. And the first is obvious, which is there's really high valuation. They have a valuation of about $20 billion, and they're only generating about $300 million in revenue per year. So that's a big risk. Another risk is continue to have increased expenses, negative operating cash flows, and they're continuing to lose money because they're spending a lot into research and development. So this business, a lot of genomics businesses, they spend a lot of money on research and development. The payout doesn't come right away, it comes long-term with the technologies they're developing. But 10x Genomics, they do have the consumables business where they sell the products needed to operate the systems. So I think this company is pretty interesting. Let me know what you guys think of it. But basically, those are the stocks that ARK Invest was buying. Some of the stocks that they were selling on March 22nd, 2021 were DE, which is, they sold $17 million of that, which is John Deere. This is essentially, tractors. What is it? It's like tractors and selling. This company is in the infrastructure business. That's what the word I was looking for. Infrastructure, tractors, machinery, heavy duty machinery. And this isn't a stock you typically think ARK Invest would buy. They do own about $150 million of this stock. This isn't a high growth stock, but with the Joe Biden administration, what they're doing here, it makes sense why they own so much of it, because of the infrastructure bills, the money towards infrastructure that's going to be passed. But they did sell about $17 million of that. Other big sells were BYDDY and AVAV. But that's basically what's going on with ARK Invest, Cathie Wood, as of March 22nd, March 23rd, 2021. Those are the major stocks they bought and sold. And deep dive into two stocks in particular, one which is a SPAC, a 3D printing company, and the other one which is a genomics stock. But let me know if you'd like me to do a deep dive into any one of these companies, and we'll do that in a video coming up. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to get your 4 free stocks, each valued up to $1,600 when you download the Webull investing app using the link down below. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.